From chocolate bars to breakfast cereals, we're about to unwrap 13 delicious time capsules that have stood the test of time. Rice Krispies. Remember that satisfying crunch when you pour milk over your cereal? Well, for nearly a century, Rice Krispies has been music to our ears, literally. This beloved breakfast staple first hit shelves way back in 1928, and it's been snapping, crackling, and popping its way into our hearts ever since. What made Rice Krispies stand out? It wasn't just tasty, it was an experience. The cereal's unique musical quality became its claim to fame. Kids, and let's be honest, adults too, couldn't resist listening to their breakfast. This simple yet genius feature turned eating cereal into a multi-sensory adventure. Rice Krispies didn't stop at just being a fun breakfast. It became a cultural phenomenon. Remember those gooey, marshmallowy Rice Krispies treats? They've been a staple at bake sales and kids' parties since the 1940s. The cereal even got its own mascots, Snap, Crackle, and Pop, who've been entertaining us for generations. 2. Hershey's chocolate bars. Ever wonder why this chocolate tastes different from European brands? The secret lies in a unique process that's been captivating taste buds for generations. Prepare to savor the rich history behind this beloved bar. Picture this: a simple silver wrapper, that iconic brown rectangle, and the satisfying snap as you break off a piece. Yep, we're talking about the Hershey's chocolate bar. This sweet sensation weathered some tough times, surviving both Prohibition and the Great Depression. But what really sets Hershey's apart is its distinctive flavor. It's all thanks to a special milk chocolate recipe with a higher milk content than other brands, giving it that creamy texture we all know and love. Hershey's didn't just win over American hearts, it played a crucial role in World War II. The company created a special tropical chocolate bar for soldiers, designed to withstand high temperatures and give troops a much-needed energy boost. This wartime contribution cemented Hershey's place in American culture. 3. Twizzlers. From chocolate bars to licorice ropes, America's candy story takes an unexpected turn. What if I told you that one of the nation's favorite candies wasn't always what it seemed? Prepare to have your taste buds twisted by this surprising revelation. Enter Twizzlers, the candy that's been twisting its way through American history since 1929. But here's the kicker: these chewy ropes weren't always the strawberry treats we know today. Back when Young and Smiley first introduced them, Twizzlers were marketed as licorice candy. Can you imagine? Over the years, Twizzlers have evolved like a chameleon of the candy world. From the classic twisted rope to the fun pull-and-peel versions, they've changed shapes faster than a quick-change artist. And let's talk flavors. While strawberry might be the reigning champ, cherry, chocolate, and even seasonal surprises like pumpkin spice have joined the Twizzlers family. 4. Vita Cheese. Imagine a world where broken cheese wheels weren't just discarded, but transformed into something entirely new. In 1918, one man's innovative solution to food waste became an American culinary icon. Let's melt into the surprising story of how a happy accident changed our dining tables forever. Velveeta, that gooey, golden staple of countless pantries, wasn't born in a lab or dreamed up by marketing gurus. It was the brainchild of Emil Frey, who saw potential in those broken cheese wheels at the Monroe Cheese Company. His creation was so successful that by 1923, the Vita Cheese Company was born. But here's where things get a bit, well, cheesy. Velveeta isn't actually cheese, at least not legally. It's officially a pasteurized prepared cheese product. This unique classification is what gives Velveeta its incredibly smooth, meltable texture that we've come to love. 5. Reese's Peanut Butter Cup. Picture this. It's 1928, and a shipping foreman is tinkering with chocolate and peanut butter in his basement. Little did he know, he was about to create a treat so irresistible, it would outlast most inventions of its time. What made this simple combo stand the test of time? H.B. Reese, a former dairy farmer, started experimenting with candy in the basement of his Hershey, Pennsylvania home. Using Hershey's chocolate, he created a peanut butter cup that quickly became his best seller. It was so popular he stopped making other candies to focus on this chocolatey, peanut buttery goodness. But Reese's didn't stop at cups. Over the years, they've given us pieces, white chocolate versions, and even holiday shapes. Who hasn't bitten the ears off a Reese's peanut butter egg? The secret to their lasting appeal? That perfect blend of sweet and salty that keeps us coming back for more. 6. Popsicles. What if I told you that leaving a drink outside overnight could lead to a multi-million-dollar invention? In 1905, that's exactly what happened when a young boy's mistake became a refreshing revelation. Let's uncover how this frozen phenomenon took the nation by storm. It all started with 11-year-old Frank Epperson, who accidentally left a cup of powdered soda, water, and a stirring stick on his San Francisco porch one chilly night. The next morning, he found his drink frozen solid. Little did he know, he'd just invented the popsicle. Frank didn't waste any time. By 1923, he was selling his frozen treats, which he called Epsicles, at an Alameda park. His kids lovingly dubbed them Popsicles, and the name stuck. A year later, Epperson patented his creation, and Popsicles quickly became the coolest snack around. 7. Welch grape jelly. Ever wondered how a grape product originally created for religious ceremonies ended up revolutionizing America's lunchboxes? Get ready to uncover the surprising origins of a purple spread that changed how we eat. Welch's grape jelly, a staple in pantries across America, has a history that's anything but ordinary. It all started with Dr. Thomas Bramwell Welch, who in 1869 developed a method to pasteurize grape juice. His goal? To create non-alcoholic communion wine for his church. Little did he know, this grape juice would pave the way for a jelly empire. The company's journey into jelly began in 1918 with Grape. Believe it or not, the entire first batch was bought by the U.S. Army for World War I soldiers. When these troops returned home, they brought their love for the grape spread with them, kick-starting its popularity. 8. Wonderbread. Imagine a time when making a sandwich was a time-consuming chore. Then, seemingly overnight, it became as easy as opening a bag. What caused this dramatic shift in America's bread consumption? The answer might surprise you. Enter Wonderbread, the loaf that changed everything. In 1921, the Taggart Baking Company unleashed this wonder on America, and it wasn't just the taste that was revolutionary. Wonderbread introduced pre-sliced loaves, transforming how we made sandwiches and toast. Suddenly, moms across the country could whip up lunch in record time. But Wonderbread's journey wasn't always smooth. Over the years, it faced criticism for its use of refined flour and preservatives. Remember those colorful polka dots on the packaging? They represented added nutrients, a response to health concerns. Despite the controversies, Wonderbread adapted, introducing whole grain options to meet changing tastes. 9. Oh, Henry. From sliced bread, we move to sliced caramel, meat. Oh, Henry, the candy bar that's been around since the Roaring Twenties but still keeps us guessing. Is it named after a flirtatious boy, a comic strip character, or something else entirely? Let's dig into this sweet mystery. Oh, Henry hit the scene in 1920, courtesy of the Williamson Candy Company in Chicago. But the story behind its catchy name is as layered as the bar itself. One tale says it's named after a boy who frequented the candy shop, catching the eye of the young female workers. Another claims it's inspired by a famous comic strip character. The debate rages on, adding a dash of intrigue to every bite. Speaking of bites, Oh, Henry packs a punch with its unique combo of peanuts, caramel, and fudge, all wrapped in chocolate. This flavor profile has stood the test of time, with only minor tweaks over the years for production efficiency. It's no wonder Oh Henry has remained a favorite, especially in the Midwest. 10. Babe Ruth. Ever wondered why some candy bars become legends while others strike out? Step up to the plate as we explore the curious case of a chocolate treat that's been hitting home runs in American culture for over 100 years. The Baby Ruth candy bar has been a sweet staple since the 1920s, but its name has sparked quite the controversy. Was it really named after President Grover Cleveland's daughter Ruth, as the Curtis Candy Company claimed? Or was it a clever play on baseball legend Babe Ruth's name? The debate rages on, adding a layer of mystery to this iconic treat. Regardless of its namesake, Baby Ruth's unique combo of peanuts, caramel, and nougat covered in chocolate has been winning fans for generations. It's like a home run for your taste buds. This flavor profile has barely changed since its inception, proving that sometimes the original recipe is the best. 11. Wheaties. You've heard of the breakfast of champions, but do you know the accidental genius behind it? Get ready to discover how a clumsy spill in 1921 led to a century-long legacy that changed both breakfast tables and trophy cases forever. Wheaties wasn't born in a lab. It was created by accident when a wheat bran mixture spilled onto a hot stove. This happy mishap led to the creation of wheat flakes that would become a breakfast staple. Originally called Washburn's Gold Medal Whole Wheat Flakes, try saying that with a mouthful of cereal. It was renamed Wheaties after an employee contest. But Wheaties really hit its stride in 1933 when it introduced the now famous slogan, Breakfast of Champions. This clever marketing move cemented Wheaties' connection to sports and athleticism. Soon, appearing on a Wheaties box became a badge of honor for athletes, symbolizing the pinnacle of success in sports. 12. Betty Crocker. While Wheaties conquered the breakfast table, another icon was about to revolutionize dinner time. But this culinary mastermind wasn't quite who everyone thought she was. What if I told you that one of America's most beloved kitchen personalities never actually existed? Meet Betty Crocker, the household name that's been guiding home cooks since 1921. Here's the kicker: Betty was never a real person. Created by the Washburn Crosby Company, she was the friendly face of their flour products, offering personalized baking advice to customers. Betty's image has changed with the times, getting 7 makeovers since her debut. But her impact goes beyond looks. From cookbooks to cake mixes, Betty Crocker products have shaped how Americans cook at home for generations. 13. Chocolate drink. While Betty Crocker was conquering kitchens, another icon was brewing in New Jersey. But this wasn't your average chocolate milk. How did a small-town drink inventor turn prohibition into a sweet opportunity? Enter Yoo-Hoo, the chocolate drink that's been quenching America's thirst since 1928. Created by Natale Olivieri in Garfield, New Jersey, Yoo-Hoo was born out of necessity during Prohibition. Olivieri, looking to fill the gap left by alcohol, came up with a unique beverage that would stand the test of time. What makes Yoo-Hoo special? It's not quite milk, not quite soda. This chocolatey concoction uses a blend of water, high fructose corn syrup, cocoa, and milk, giving it a lighter, more syrupy texture than traditional chocolate milk. But the real magic was in the bottling. Olivieri used heat processing techniques similar to those for canning fruits and vegetables, allowing Yoo-Hoo to be sold without refrigeration.